Gyms are places of routine, repetition, discipline. The sound of weights hitting the floor, machines humming, people pushing themselves to their limits. During the day, they're full of energy and movement. But late at night, when the crowd disappears and the lights dim, the atmosphere changes. The mirrors feel different, the silence feels heavier, and sometimes you realize you're not the only one working out. Tonight, you'll hear 3 terrifying gym horror stories from people who stayed too late and saw things they still can't explain. Story number 1. Farhan had recently started going to the gym late at night to avoid the crowd. The place stayed open 24 hours, and by midnight, it was usually empty. Just the faint hum of machines and the occasional sound of weights shifting. One night, around 1:30 a.m., he was doing his usual routine when he noticed something strange. In the mirror across the room, he saw someone behind him, a tall man standing near the dumbbell rack. Farhan turned around immediately. No one was there. He frowned and looked back at the mirror. The reflection was empty now. Shaking it off, he continued his workout. But a few minutes later, he saw the figure again, this time closer, standing right behind him in the reflection. Farhan spun around again. Nothing. The gym was completely empty. His heart started to race. He grabbed his bag, deciding to leave early. As he walked toward the exit, he passed by the row of treadmills. One of them suddenly turned on by itself. The belt started moving slowly, then faster. Farhan froze. Then another treadmill turned on, and another. One by one, all of them started running. The sound filled the empty gym, loud, aggressive. Farhan backed away slowly, his eyes fixed on the machines, and then he saw it. In the reflection of the glass wall, the same tall figure was standing behind him. This time, it didn't disappear. It just stood there, watching. Farhan ran out of the gym and never returned. The next day, he found out something disturbing. A man had collapsed and died on one of those treadmills years ago, late at night. Story number 2. Sana worked as a receptionist at a fitness center, handling the late night shift. Most of her time was spent alone at the front desk, occasionally checking cameras or cleaning up. One night, around 2 a.m., she noticed something unusual on the CCTV screens. In the weightlifting area, a barbell was moving, slowly, rising up and down, as if someone invisible was lifting it. Sana leaned closer to the screen, her heart pounding. The area was supposed to be empty. She grabbed the keys and decided to check it herself. As she walked through the dark gym floor, the lights flickered slightly above her. The air felt colder than usual. When she reached the weightlifting section, everything was still. The barbell rested on the rack. No movement. Sana sighed, thinking it was just a glitch. But, as she turned to leave, she heard it, a heavy thud behind her. She turned around quickly. The barbell had dropped onto the floor. Sana froze. Then, slowly, it lifted again, hovering in the air for a second, before slamming down once more. The sound echoed through the empty gym. Sana's hands started shaking. She backed away slowly, and then, she saw it. In the mirror across the room, someone was standing behind her, a muscular figure, holding the barbell. But when she turned around, there was nothing there. The barbell lay still on the floor. Sana ran back to the front desk and refused to step inside again that night. Later, she learned that a bodybuilder had died in that exact spot after a failed lift. Some said he never left the gym. Story number 3. Adil had a strict workout routine and often stayed at the gym until closing time. He liked being the last one there. It gave him a sense of focus, control. One night, as he finished his workout around 3 a.m., he headed toward the locker room to change. The gym was completely silent now. No music, no movement, just the faint buzz of fluorescent lights. As he entered the locker room, he noticed one of the lockers was slightly open. That was unusual. He was sure everyone had already left. Curious, he walked closer and opened it fully. Inside, there was nothing, just darkness. Adil shrugged and turned toward the sink. As he washed his face, he glanced up at the mirror. and that's when he saw it. Behind him, one of the locker doors slowly creaked open. Adil turned around quickly. All the lockers were closed. He stared at them for a moment, his chest tightening. Then, one by one, the locker doors began to open. Slowly, creaking in unison. The sound echoed through the room. Adil stepped back, his heart pounding, and then he heard breathing, heavy, uneven, coming from inside one of the lockers. He froze. The sound grew louder. The locker door rattled slightly, as if something inside was trying to get out. Adil didn't wait any longer. He ran out of the locker room and straight out of the gym. The next day, he asked the manager about it. The manager looked uneasy and told him something chilling. Years ago, a man had been found dead inside one of those lockers. No one ever figured out how he got in there. Gyms are built for strength, for pushing limits, for testing the human body. But sometimes, they hold something far beyond physical limits. Because when the lights dim and the mirrors reflect more than they should, you might realize something terrifying. Not every presence in the gym is alive. So the next time you decide to work out late at night, just remember, you might not be alone.